Right. Let me begin. This week, well, for the past 2 weeks, we have started doing syntax, and we have done simple sentences in syntax in the first 2 weeks, and in the third week of syntax, we have done relative clauses. Okay, the sentences which are constructed by relative pronouns like who, which. Okay, and I will do some more examples using those sentences. Now, let me write a new sentence now. It contains both passive and it contains both passive sentences and relative clauses. The car which is repaired the car which is repaired by the mechanic is in the garage Okay, that's a difficult sentence. Let me show you. The car which is repaired by the mechanic is in the garage which is built by the architect. All right, there are two relative clauses here, and two relative clauses here, and two passive sentences. The car which is repaired by the mechanic is in the garage which is built by the architect. All right, which part is the noun phrase part? Which part is the noun phrase part? Sıla is writing. All right. Waiting for your reply, Sıla. Long, it's long. I know this noun phrase is long. The car which is repaired by the mechanic. Yes, that's the noun phrase. Well done. Thank you. Let's divide the sentence into two. Sentence is divided into two as noun phrase and verb phrase, as usual. Noun phrase and verb phrase, as usual, right? And in the noun phrase part, the car which is repaired by the mechanic, the car. The car is a noun phrase, so we have to divide the noun phrase into two, noun phrase and sentence two, like this. Noun phrase and sentence two. Then in the noun phrase part, we have an article, the, and we have a noun, car. Okay, we have an article, the, and we have a noun, car, the car, the car. Okay, simple, the car. Well, what are we going to do here? Sentence 2. We are going to explain which car it is, which is repaired by the mechanic, which means which refers to the car. The car is repaired by the mechanic. This sentence 2 is going to be the car is repaired by the mechanic. So, sentence 2 is divided into noun phrase and verb phrase. And the noun phrase, it includes which, and which includes the car again. So remember from last week, we have to repeat the noun phrase. The car is repaired by the mechanic. The car. Like this. It's the car. You see that? The car. Now, let me go on. In the verb phrase part, verb is, the car is. Sorry, in the verb phrase part, there's a verb phrase, auxiliary, and verb. The car is repaired. Look at it carefully. In the verb phrase part, here in the verb phrase part, we have a verb phrase which is divided into two, auxiliary and verb. Auxiliary is, verb is repaired. Is repaired because it's a passive sentence. By the mechanic. Okay, what is by? What is by? By is a preposition, like in, on, at. By is a preposition. So it's a prepositional phrase. By the mechanic is a prepositional phrase. Preposition is by, the mechanic is a noun phrase, and noun phrase is article, the, noun is mechanic. Now look at here. Okay. Can you see it? The car is repaired by the mechanic. So, the car, noun phrase, the car, verb phrase, is repaired, auxiliary verb, prepositional phrase, preposition and noun phrase, by the car. It's a passive sentence. So, there's a repetition here, the car. So this, the car, is going to be which? Okay, it's going to be which. I indicated which here. You see, I indicated which here. In the verb phrase part, is in the garage, which is built by the architect. So is in the garage is verb and noun phrase. Verb is. Okay, verb is. All right, verb is, and in the noun phrase part we have the garage, which is built by the architect. So we have in the noun phrase part we have one. We divide noun phrase in this noun phrase. We divide it into two. Noun phrase and sentence, three. This time. Noun phrase and sentence, three. In the noun phrase, we have an article, which is the. We have a noun, which is architect. Okay, the architect. And in the sentence 3, what are we going to do in sentence 3? In sentence 3, we have to analyze the architect. Sorry, the garage. I'm sorry. It's going to be the garage, not the architect. The garage. In sentence 3, we are going to say the garage is built by the architect. It is the same structure. It is the same structure as in here. The car is repaired by the mechanic. The garage is built by the architect. Same structure. Yes, a question is coming. Yes, in the garage. Yes, I wrote in the architect, but I changed it. Oh, yes, you are right. In the garage. Oh, yes. Very good. You noticed it very well. I made a mistake. Not is the garage, is in the garage. You are right. So I have to do it again. I delete this completely. So from the verb phrase part, I divide prepositional phrase. Preposition is in, noun phrase is the garage. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for this mess. Okay, this verb phrase is and prepositional phrase. In the preposition phrase we have in and noun phrase. Noun phrase is the garage. But this noun phrase will be divided into two, noun phrase and sentence 3. But how am I going to do sentence 3 here on the next page? I cannot do it here. Or maybe I can. Noun phrase, article, the noun is garage, and sentence 3 is here. Sorry about this. Sentence 3 is here. Look at this. Prepositional phrase in, preposition, noun phrase is the garage, noun phrase, and sentence 3 here. So how are we going to do that? The garage is built by the architect. Noun phrase is the garage. I hope you can see it clearly. Hope you can see it clearly. Sentence 2, noun phrase, the garage, verb phrase is built, auxiliary verb. Prepositional phrase now. Preposition is by, and the architect is noun phrase. Yes. Can you see it? Prepositional phrase here. Preposition is by, noun phrase, the architect, article, now. Okay, let's do a similar one on the next page. I'll do a similar one on the next page. The book which is written by the teacher. It is the same as the car which is repaired by the mechanic. All right? The book which is written by the teacher. It's the same structure as the car which is repaired by the mechanic. The book which is written by the teacher is in the library which is opened by the rector. Now, please write this sentence in your notebook. The book which is written by the teacher is in the library which is opened by the rector. It is the same structure as in the previous sentence. In the noun phrase part, we have a noun phrase and sentence 2. Noun phrase and sentence 2. In the verb phrase part, we have a verb phrase. Okay, and prepositional phrase. Now, here, the first noun phrase. Okay, the first noun phrase here. The book. The first noun phrase is the book. And sentence 2. Sentence 2, we divide it into 2. Sentence 2 is noun phrase and verb phrase. The noun phrase is the book. We repeat the book, the book. Remember. The book is written by the teacher. Verb phrase part is divided into 2. Verb phrase and prepositional phrase. Verb phrase is divided into 2. Auxiliary is verb written. And prepositional phrase is divided into 2. Preposition and noun phrase. Preposition is by and noun phrase is article. The noun is teacher. So look at the diagram here. The book. Sentence 2. The book. Verb phrase is written. Prepositional phrase. Preposition by. Noun phrase. The teacher. So the second, the book. Second, the book. We repeat it. Is going to be which. And now let's look at the verb phrase part. Verb phrase is in the library. Is. So, you see that. Verb phrase part is preposition in the library. Now, sentence 3. The library is opened by the rector. Sentence 3. Noun phrase. Article. The noun. Library. Verb phrase. Verb phrase is opened. It's a noun phrase. Auxiliary noun. Auxiliary verb. So is opened. And bidirector is going to be prepositional phrase. Can you see it? I hope you can see it now. Sentence 2. Look, sentence 2. Noun phrase. The library, verb phrase, auxiliary is opened. Now prepositional phrase, bidirector. Preposition is by, noun phrase, article, noun. Director. Okay, so let me close this session now.